When a stroke victim finally got back his independence with a motorized scooter, it wasn't long before the scooter broke.
So his family called on the assistance of the FOX13 Problem Solver to get his scooter back in working order. FOX13's Problem Solver, Scott Mattis, has the story.
By outward appearance, you might never have guessed that nearly a year ago, this man, Sammy Hill, suffered a life-changing stroke in October of 2006.
I started feeling sort of funny before I got there, so I pulled over the exit and checked myself and got where I felt that I couldn't move.
Of course, after the stroke, Sammy's life changed completely and possibly forever. Unable to move the right side of his body, Sammy went through rehabilitation. The ups and the downs, the daily tasks that were once thoughtless and easy became a struggle.
I still can't walk. Like, I have to have support.
As Sammy's recovery slowly progressed through his insurance company, he was able to make one more step towards being semi-independent once again. It was with a motorized scooter like this. Sammy took control of his life rather than letting his life take control of him.
With it, I could get fix myself something to eat, practically. You know, a little something, but when I got back in there, it just took me down the whole lot. I can't do anything out of it.
But it was several months later, after feeling that sense of independence, that very thing that made him mobile once again broke.
Whatever it was, the relay switch kept kicking on, but I couldn't do nothing with it.
He was able to take the scooter back to Comprehensive Medical in West Memphis, the place where he bought it originally. He says ever since that day more than 2 months ago, he's been getting nothing but the runaround. And he's also still without the use of much of the right side of his body. And today, he's still scooterless.
They haven't called me. Every time I call them, they say they waiting on a part, they ain't got it, or he not in, or something. I don't understand it.
So when the answers weren't coming, and when the pain of trying to move around every day became almost more than he could handle, his family called the FOX13 Problem Solvers, not just to get answers, but to get action and results. So we came, we saw, then we solved Mr. Sammy Hill's problem. Our first and only stop was to Comprehensive Medical in West Memphis. I met with the man who operates the medical supplies company on Broadway. Off camera, I sat down with the man and explained to him the problem. Then he told me about their problem and what the possible lapse in communication was. He says the breakdown was as a result of a now former employee who was in charge of not only this account, but many others as well. He adds, as a result of our FOX13 Problem Solvers investigation, he'll work with us and help solve this problem. Not only did they immediately agree to putting Mr. Hill's missing and broken scooter on the fast track in getting fixed,
take a breath down to the seat.
But he also agreed to give Mr. Hill this scooter, which they normally rent out, free of charge to Hill until his scooter is fixed.
Things that he should know about as far as caring for this?
Identical to his other one.
Okay, so this is just like his other one, and
just a newer style.
He'll know how to use it.
Yep.
Everything's good.
Yeah, got the key. It's all charged up. Everything's ready.
Okay, all right.
And then as soon as we get his other one, we'll give him a call.
Okay,
Thank you,
I
Scott.
appreciate your help.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
Good news for Mr. Sammy Hill, who we surprised that very next morning.
There it is. What do you think?
That's great. That is great. Yep, it really is. I could do a lot more for myself than because I can't do hardly anything in the chair. You know, that is a big improvement.
So tonight, as his scooter is actually being fixed, Hill can again do the things he had gotten so accustomed to doing. Again, getting the mail, moving about freely, but most importantly, feeling like an independent man. Once again, in West Memphis, Arkansas, Scott Mattis, FOX13 News.
And if you have a story for our problem solver, Scott Mattis, he wants to hear from you. You can call him at 320-1365 or email him at problemsolvers@myfoxmemphis.com.